This is Showtime Sean Porter, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
This is Dante Williams, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So the two best junior middleweights in the division and the two champions are calling each other out on Twitter. You gotta love that, huh? You gotta love that. And once again, this is the reason why you have to love the fact that we live in a world that is dominated by the social media today. So anyway, ever since the Canelo versus Lara fight, Demetrius Andrade, he been on Lara's bumper when it comes to this Twitter. He been constantly sending Lara tweets, let's make it happen, let's unify the belt, so on and so forth, right? And eventually Lara finally responded back by basically saying, I'll beat you again anytime. Now, a lot of people didn't even know that Lara beat Demetrius Andrade as an amateur, but he did. You know, I want to commend both of these fighters simply because regardless of what happened in the Canelo and Lara fight, Erislandy Lara and Demetrius Andrade, these are the two best junior middleweights in the world today, okay? And the fact that they are both calling out each other, that is very rare to see something like that in the sport of boxing today. The two best fighters in the division calling each other out, okay? This is a great situation for the sport, but whoever wins this fight, it's even better, okay? Because let's say if Demetrius Andrade were to beat Erislandy Lara, then Canelo would almost be forced to face him, especially if Demetrius Andrade were to get a real win over Erislandy Lara, if you know what I mean. If he was able to do that, he would be considered the best junior middleweight in the division, right? And once again, fans would most likely pressure Canelo Alvarez into possibly stepping up and fighting against the real champion in his own division, Demetrius Andrade, okay? Now, if Erislandy Lara were to win the fight, that would be real good for him as well, because a lot of people would look at it as Erislandy Lara beating Canelo Alvarez, then coming right back and beating Demetrius Andrade. It would put Lara in a position to where it doesn't matter if fans love him or hate him, they will be forced to respect him because he continues to win, right? And once again, more pressure will be put on Canelo Alvarez. Does Canelo give Lara a rematch? Does he go out and fight someone else? And if he fights someone else, will he be as dominant and as impressive as Lara if Lara were to beat Demetrius Andrade, right? I mean, anything is possible. Canelo could go in there with Miguel Cotto and get dominated, end up losing. Now, next thing you know, if Lara beats Demetrius Andrade, Lara is all the way on the top of the mountain, and now Canelo done got booted all the way to the bottom of the mountain, you know? So there's a lot of possibilities. You know, I really like this fight, Lara versus Demetrius Andrade. Another two southpaws going at it, just like Austin Trout versus Lara. But, you know, the skill set is a lot higher when it comes to Demetrius Andrade as opposed to Trout trying to fight against Erislandy Lara. The skill set is a lot higher. You already have a little bit of a story with Lara beating Demetrius Andrade in the amateurs, and now he'll be coming into the ring thinking he could do the same thing as a pro. You know, and it'll be interesting to see if Demetrius Andrade has grown since the amateurs. Well, let me revise that. We already know that Demetrius Andrade has grown since the amateurs. The big question is, has he grown more than Erislandy Lara has? That's the question, and that's what we're going to find out if they ever face each other. So hopefully there's not too many roadblocks to making this fight. I mean, there's not really a top-ranked golden boy situation. It seems like a fight that can easily be made. It seems like both fighters are interested in the fight unless one of the fighters were trying to call each other's bluff. I don't really think that's the situation. Lara seems like the type of fighter that's willing to get in the ring with anyone. And I already know Demetrius Andrade is like that. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I'll keep following this story. Hopefully we see some negotiations take place in the weeks to come. And that's pretty much all I got. I'm on to the next one.